Dawn in the wilderness, a new journey begins. The eastern sky erupted in a blaze of crimson and gold, chasing away the lingering shadows of the night. A new day was dawning over the ancient Middle East. The vast expanse of the wilderness stretched out, a tapestry of rolling sand dunes and rugged hills. In this harsh yet beautiful land, a man named Isaac began a journey of faith, following in the footsteps of his father, Abraham. Genesis 26 tells his story, a tale woven with challenges, triumphs, and the unwavering presence of God. Following the footsteps of faith, Isaac's nomadic life. Isaac's journey took him through parched valleys and across windswept plains. He traveled with his family and flocks, their lives intertwined with the cycles of nature. They relied on the land for sustenance, their movements dictated by the availability of pasture and water. Their tents, woven from goat hair, provided shelter from the elements, temporary homes that could be easily dismantled and moved. Life in the wilderness was fraught with challenges. Water sources were scarce and disputes over grazing rights were common. Wild animals posed a constant threat to their livestock, and bandits lurked on the fringes of the desert, eager to steal their hard-earned possessions. Yet, through it all, Isaac clung to his faith. He remembered God's covenant with his father, Abraham, a promise that his descendants would inherit this land and become a great nation. Water and strife conflicts in a thirsty land. Water was lifeblood in the arid landscape, and its scarcity often led to conflict. Genesis 26 recounts a particularly tense encounter between Isaac and the local herdsmen of Gerar, a region ruled by King Abimelech. The herdsmen laid claim to the wells dug by Isaac's father Abraham, accusing Isaac's shepherds of encroaching on their territory. The dispute escalated, revealing the fragility of peace in a land where resources were limited. The herdsmen of Gerar, jealous of Isaac's prosperity, filled his wells with earth, cutting off his access to water and threatening the survival of his flocks. Isaac, a man of peace, chose not to retaliate with force. Instead, he moved his camp and dug new wells, seeking to avoid further conflict. Divine echoes God's reaffirmation of his promise. Even in the face of adversity, God did not abandon Isaac. As Isaac dug new wells, he encountered opposition from the herdsmen of Gerar, who claimed ownership of the water sources. Yet, with each obstacle, God intervened, blessing Isaac with abundant water and reaffirming his covenant promises. One evening, as Isaac sought solace in prayer, God appeared to him in a vision, echoing the words he had spoken to Abraham. "Do not be afraid, for I am with you," God reassured Isaac. "I will bless you and will increase the number of your descendants for the sake of my servant Abraham." These words, imbued with divine authority, breathed new life into Isaac's weary spirit. They reminded him that he was not alone in his struggles, that the God of his father was also his God, a God who kept his promises. Section 5. Glimpses of ancient life, culture, and customs in Isaac's time. The narrative of Genesis 26 offers us fascinating glimpses into the daily life and cultural practices of the ancient Near East. We see the importance of livestock in a pastoral society, the vital role of wells as sources of water and social gathering places, and the complex dynamics of land ownership and inheritance. Hospitality played a crucial role in this culture. When King Abimelech, accompanied by his advisor and the commander of his army, visited Isaac, the patriarch prepared a feast for them, a gesture of respect and a desire for peaceful relations. We also witness the significance of covenants in this society, binding agreements sealed with oaths and often accompanied by symbolic gestures. Section 6. Beneath the starry canopy, Isaac's moments of contemplation. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the desert, Isaac would often find solace in solitude. Beneath the vast expanse of the starry sky, he would reflect on the events of the day, his heart filled with gratitude for God's faithfulness. In these quiet moments, he would recall the stories of his ancestors, their trials and triumphs. He would ponder the promises God had made to Abraham, promises that now rested upon his shoulders, and he would pray, pouring out his heart to the God who heard him, seeking guidance and strength for the journey ahead. Section 7. As shadows lengthen, lessons in faith and endurance. As the sun began its final descent, casting a warm glow over the desert landscape, Isaac's journey in Genesis 26 drew to a close. He had faced challenges with courage, overcome obstacles with God's help, and emerged from his trials with his faith strengthened. His story is a testament to the power of faith and perseverance, a reminder that even in the face of adversity, God remains faithful to his promises. It teaches us that true strength is found not in our own might but in our reliance on God. Section 8. A legacy passed down, the enduring impact of Genesis 26. The story of Isaac in Genesis 26 is not just an ancient narrative, it is a timeless message of hope and resilience. It reminds us that God is present in our lives, even when we feel most alone. It encourages us to trust in his promises even when we don't understand his ways. And it inspires us to persevere through challenges, knowing that with God's help, we can overcome any obstacle. We invite you to delve deeper into the scriptures to explore the rich tapestry of faith, courage, and God's unwavering love woven throughout its pages. Join us as we continue to uncover the timeless truths and inspiring lessons contained within the Bible, guiding us on our own journeys of faith.